Have you ever pondered about the diverse types of people mentioned in the Quran? Let's start with the Muslim, also known as the submitter. As we delve into the Quran, we encounter the Muslim or submitter, a person who has willingly submitted to God in both words and actions. This submission is not merely a verbal proclamation, but it is reflected in their actions, leading a life of righteousness and virtue. The Quran, in the verses 46-13, tells us, "Surely those who said, 'Our Lord is God,' then they lead a righteous life. There is no fear for them, nor will they grieve." This verse encapsulates the essence of being a Muslim or submitter, acknowledging God as their Lord and leading a life of righteousness. Additionally, verse 39, 11, 12 further emphasizes the role of the Muslim or submitter. It says, "Say, I have been commanded to serve God, devoting the system to Him, and I was commanded to be the first of those who submit." This serves as a reminder that being a Muslim or submitter is about serving God and devoting oneself to the system of God. The reward for this submission and righteous living, according to the Quran, is paradise. It's a promise of eternal bliss and peace, a reward for their unwavering faith and dedication. So, the submitter or the Muslim, as we know, is the one who has willingly submitted to God, leading a righteous life, with the promise of paradise. Next, we move on to the Mumin, or the faithful. Who are they, exactly? In the grand tapestry of spiritual journeys, the Mumin, or the faithful, represent an advanced stage of submission. This stage is not just about professing faith, but about living it, breathing it, and dedicating oneself to a life of activism. The Quran gives us a clear picture of this in verses 49, 15 and 23, 1-4. It says, "Believers are those who believe in God and His Messenger. Then they became without doubt, and they strive with their money and their lives in the cause of God. These are the truthful ones." It further elaborates, "The believers are indeed successful, those who are humble in their contact prayer, and they abstain from vain talk, and they are active towards betterment." These verses paint a vivid picture of the faithful. They are those who have absolute faith in God and His Messenger. They strive for the cause of God, dedicating not only their financial resources, but also their very lives. They are humble in their prayers, steer clear of meaningless chatter, and are always working towards improvement. But what is their ultimate goal? They aim for the highest level of paradise. They strive not just for entry into paradise, but for the highest level, a testament to their unwavering commitment and dedication. Thus, the faithful strive and dedicate themselves through activism, aiming for the highest level of paradise. Let's now delve into the Mushrik, or the Idolater. What characterizes them? The Mushrik, in essence, acknowledges the existence of God, yet they also associate partners with Him. They hold a belief that these partners, whether they be idols, saints, or other deities, will somehow bring them closer to God or save them on the day of reckoning. This is reflected in the Quran, chapter 39, verse 3, where it states, "We only serve them so that they may bring us closer to God." But in doing so, they commit what is considered a great sin. As expressed in chapter 4, verse 48, "Whoever sets up partners with God has indeed invented a great sin." If they maintain this path of idolatry until their death, their destiny as decreed by the Quran is hell. So the idolater, despite acknowledging God, associates partners with Him, risking a destiny in hell. Let's explore the Kafir, or the Rejector. What does the Quran say about them? The Rejector, or Kafir, is a term used in the Quran to describe those who reject God, His attributes, messengers and books. They form the majority of humanity. In the 18th chapter, verse 105, it is said, "These are the ones who rejected the revelations of their Lord and His meeting. So their works were in vain, and we will not give them any value on the day of resurrection." This verse clearly states that those who deny the divine revelations and the meeting with their Lord, their deeds will be rendered worthless. Moreover, in the 33rd chapter, verse 64, it is declared, "God has cursed the rejectors, and He has prepared for them hell." This indicates the severe retribution that awaits those who reject God and His revelations. The rejector, as per the Quran, is one who denies God and His revelations, facing retribution in hell. Finally, we come to the Munafiq, or the hypocrite. Who are they according to the Quran? The Munafiq, or the hypocrite, is the most despicable group referred to in the Quran. These individuals are ranked even below the rejectors, for their duplicity surpasses mere disbelief. The Munafiqs are those who put on the facade of belief, but their hearts are steeped in rejection. They perform an intricate dance of deception, pretending to be submitters or believers, but their true aim is far from righteous. They cloak themselves in the guise of faith to gain intelligence, to mingle among the believers, and to corrupt from within. Like a wolf in sheep's clothing, they blend in, all the while plotting and planning their deceit. The Quran is explicit about their fate. In chapter 4, verse 145, it states, "The hypocrites will be in the lowest level of the fire, and you will not find for them a victor." Imagine the gravity of their transgressions, that they are placed in the lowest depths of hell, a place even worse than that reserved for those who merely reject faith. In chapter 63, verses 1 and 2, the Quran further exposes their deceit. When the hypocrites come to you, they say, "We bear witness that you are the messenger of God, and God knows that you are his messenger, and God bears witness that the hypocrites are liars. They have chosen their oath as a deceit, thus they repel from the path of God. Miserable indeed is what they do." Their words may echo belief, but their hearts are void of it. Their oaths are nothing more than a tool of deception, a means to repel from the path of God. In essence, the hypocrite pretends to be a believer while hiding a rejecting heart, leading them to the lowest level of hell as retribution.